guys! We are 6'8", and today we are going to draw our life. We are an a cappella group from St. Louis University that started in the fall of 2012. It began as some friends learning and singing Christmas carols together in Marguerite Hall. We would gather in someone's dorm, plug in a small keyboard, practice parts, and sing together. There were about 20 of us. That spring, a smaller group, maybe 15, decided we wanted to sing together in some way. We just loved it so much. Obviously, we couldn't keep caroling in January, so Emily Haas and Bo Goodry headed up learning some new songs. She pulled arrangements from other choirs she had been in and had the vocal talent because she was part of bar at the time. Bo covered more of the learning during practices, because we were still learning off of a keyboard at the time. We sang a cappella versions of Trash in the Camp from Tarzan and That Lonesome Road by James Taylor. We practiced in the Marguerite campus ministry office, and we were mostly members of the micro program, so we called ourselves Cappella. When the micro program put on an open mic night, we performed our songs there. Using her connections in the a cappella community at SLU, Emily also had us come into a decadence practice and perform for them to get a few tips. We sort of disbanded that summer of 2013 since there was no clear direction for where the group was going and what we were doing for it. People had varying levels of commitment to the group. So as the summer went on and school started up again, Bo continued to message the old members of Cappella to see who was interested in continuing it in some way. When it was all over, there were about 5 Cappellians who were committed to starting the new thing: Bo, Eric, Jake, Teresa, and Carly. We met in dorm rooms to discuss and decide things like our name, our niche, the colors, and so on. We started advertising for auditions and picked up people like Katie, Zaina, Ketz, Zoe, Colleen, and Brian. And that was the first time we were really 6'8". We sang Hold Us Together and Good to Me as our only songs that semester and performed at Asa's concert because we only had 2 songs of our own. Starting that spring semester of 2014, we started the biannual cycle of auditions, continuation of new set lists, and regular practice times. Our first concert was in the Black Box Theater, which wasn't even full. No special lights or sound. Decadence and the Upper Room Band were our first guest performers. We got our feet in the door doing things like performing at the Fall Performance Showcase and getting tables at clubs and activity fairs. We worked with SGA for almost 2 years, fighting to get ourselves registered as a CSO. All the while, we performed at things like Harmonies for Habitat, Relay for Life, and other groups' concerts, and more. When the OG members graduated, we had a difficult time refiguring how to run practices and arrange music while keeping our purpose, values, and traditions as a group. We were still the baby a cappella group on campus, but every semester we became stronger and more serious about our music. Our concerts that started off in the Black Box Theater, then graduated to the basement of College Church, then Tegeler Auditorium, and now even the St. Louis Room. But our biggest recent milestone of all is that 6'8" has auditioned for ICCAs for the first time. And not only did we submit an audition for the first time, but we even made it. In all the busyness, frustration, and stress, we've grown closer, and not only became friends in a real group, but even a family. We started hanging out together, despite the fact that we already spent so much time together in practice. Those bonds, more than anything else, are what would have held us together as a group and gave us this drive to always improve. We went through some rough patches and have had to learn a lot of things to get where we've come in these few short years. But here we are, and we're here to stay.